In today's video, we're going to talk about the top 10 home design styles of 2025 and how to implement them. Have you ever walked into a home that instantly took your breath away? That feeling isn't accidental. It's the result of forward-thinking design that anticipated trends before they became mainstream. While most homeowners are still catching up to the 2023's design trends, I'm already working with the styles that will dominate 2025 and beyond. These aren't just aesthetic choices. They're reflections of how we live, work, and find meaning in our spaces in the coming years. Whether you're planning a renovation now or simply want to stay ahead of the curve, these insights will help you create spaces that feel fresh and relevant for years to come. Hi, I'm Charlie from Armada Design and Build in Bellevue, Washington. After decades in this industry, I've developed a keen eye for spotting emerging trends before they hit the mainstream. Let's explore the design future together. At Armada Design and Build, we believe every home should tell a story, and it's about the family that lives in it and what they do and how they use it and the dreams they make. Whether you're considering an addition, a new build, a full renovation, that kitchen or that bathroom that you always wanted, we have the team to make that happen. Schedule a consultation in your home today. The first one I want to talk about is Biophilic Modernism, right? That style essence, Biophilic Modernism merges our innate connection to nature with a clean contemporary design. Born from research showing nature's positive impact on mental health, very important today, this style has evolved from simply adding houseplants to fundamentally integrating natural elements into architecture. Its rising popularity stems from our increasingly digital lives and growing environmental consciousness, offering a sanctuary-like atmosphere that attempts to reduce stress while maintaining a modern functionality. Defining characteristics of this style are living walls and integrated planters, natural materials with minimal processing, abundant natural light through strategic window placement, indoor-outdoor flow with disappearing glass walls, attempting to blend to create a peaceful, harmonious space. Very popular and evolving. A lot of people don't know the name and they don't really have a sense of it, but it is kind of where design is going. Secondly, I want to talk about Neo-Mediterranean. The style essence of Neo-Mediterranean reimagines traditional Mediterranean design with a new contemporary lens. Unlike the ornate Mediterranean revival of the 90s, a little bit different, this style strips away that excess decoration while preserving warmth and texture. Its popularity is driven by climate-conscious design principles. These homes were originally built for hot climates, and our collective desire for spaces that feel handcrafted and timeless after years of cool, impersonal minimalism. So a chance to really make it your own. Some defining characteristics are simplified archways with some curved elements, warm, earthy color palettes with terracotta and ochre all built in. Everybody's seen that on Mediterranean style. Handmade tiles, geometric patterns, very popular. Plaster walls with some texture, a little deconstructionist effect, very cool. You've seen this and wondered what is this, and that's where that's coming from. So it's a very, very cool effect. The third is digital artisanal, represents the fascinating intersection of cutting-edge tech and traditional craftsmanship. The style emerged as a digital fabrication technologies became more accessible to designers and artisans. Its growing popularity reflects our evolving relationship with tech. Everybody knows that tech changes on a regular basis. This is just indicative of that. No longer seeing it as cold and impersonal, but as a tool that can enhance the human creativity and enable new forms of expression that weren't previously possible. Some defining characteristics of this style is some 3D printed architectural elements with some impossible looking geometries, traditional craftsmanship enhanced by technological precision, interactive elements that respond to touch, light, movement, those kind of things, all very cool. The next one, pretty popular, been around quite a while, Scandinavian Maximalism. okay? The Scandinavian Maximalism school has evolved from some traditional Scandinavian design by maintaining those famous clean lines of the Scandinavian look, right, and functionality, but rejecting that minimalism variant of it for a more joyful self-expression, a little bit more room to move in this. This style has emerged as a reaction to the stark neutral interiors that dominated the 2010s and before, but its popularity has surged post-pandemic as people sought to infuse their homes with some more personality, color, and comfort while maintaining the practical sensibility that has made that Scandinavian design so enduring over decades at this point. Some of the defining characteristics, a bit of a bold, saturated colors with the neutral backgrounds, right? So you're mixing that. Layered textiles and textures with an emphasis on natural fiber, walls, wood, jute wall kind of thing, treatments. Very, very common. Statement lighting as functional art. This is a big one. Interior and exterior. Don't forget the exterior lighting. Architectural lighting makes a huge difference. Furniture that combines the clean lines with some unexpected details, common in Scandinavian. Okay, number 5 is New American Prairie. One of my favorites personally, being a Midwest guy, but New American Prairie draws inspiration from Frank Lloyd Wright's Prairie style and represents a sophisticated evolution of this farmhouse trend from a century ago at this point. We're all getting old. This style emerged as homeowners began seeking a more authentic connections to the American architectural heritage, really one of the first. Its popularity stems from its emphasis on craftsmanship and harmony with the landscape, offering a more refined and architecturally significant alternative to that old rustic farmhouse aesthetic that had dominated the past decade. And the roofs won't leak. I've fixed many Frank Lloyd Wright houses in Chicago. Guy couldn't build a roof. Some of the defining characteristics, continuing with the strong horizontal lines, the low pitch roofs, which are important, the natural materials, always a natural material thing in Prairie School, authentic state, earth tone colors, palettes, strategic pops of autumn colors, that was a big thing. Built-in furniture, often done, he designed the furniture, the house, everything. Number 6, Japandi evolution. Japandi evolution builds on a Japanese Scandinavian fusion that gained popularity in the late 2010s. This is really popular in the Northwest. We have a lot of people from all over the world, so this style is really gaining some prominence here. And this style has deepened its embrace of the wabi-sabi, finding beauty in the imperfection. While introducing more color and texture, its continued popularity reflects our growing appreciation for mindfulness, intentionality, and finding beauty in some imperfection. It's not all perfect, which is really great. Values that have become increasingly important in our fast-paced, often chaotic world where perfection seems to be the goal. Some defining characteristics of this style are increased emphasis on natural imperfection, the wabi-sabi, richer, more saturated color accents baked in, integration of some traditional Japanese elements reimagined and brought into the 21st century at this point, Soji screens done a new way, things like that. Intentional negative space as a design element. That's always a fun, interesting thing to play with a little bit there. Number 7, Neo Art Deco, right? Everybody knows Art Deco, such a wonderful style, was around for a long, long time, still around, kind of one of those that hangs around. You see it every now and then, but this Neo Art Deco interprets the glamour and optimism of the 20s, think the Great Gatsby, things like that. This revival is particularly significant as we approach the 2025 centennial of the original Art Deco movement's peak. Its surging popularity parallels the original movement's emergence after World War I and the 1918 pandemic, both periods representing a collective desire for joy, celebration, forward-looking design after some real challenging global events. Kind of interesting how history repeats itself a little bit, huh? Some of the defining characteristics of Art Deco and now Neo Art Deco, geometric patterns, unexpected applications, some curved furniture with some strong architectural presence and feel in a space. Metallic finishes are always part of Art Deco, really well done. In warm tones, brass, copper coming in. Statement lighting with some sculptural presence. Lighting just a big part of things these days and a little bit of everywhere. Number 8, Rewilded Minimalism. Okay, this one's a little weird, but kind of crazy and cool. Rewilded Minimalism takes minimalism's less is more philosophy, but softens it with just a little bit of untamed natural elements, right? This style emerged as a response to the sterile, perfect minimalism that dominated the 2010s and earlier, really started in the 90s. Its growing popularity reflects our desire to maintain the calm and uncluttered aspects of minimalism while reconnecting with the natural world, embracing authenticity and a little bit of imperfection. You see kind of how these all mix a little bit, and the beauty of natural aging process. Some of the defining characteristics are an untamed natural element contrasting with the clean architectural line. Minimalism, super clean, right? But bringing in a little bit of stuff here and there. Materials allowed to weather, develop a patina, doesn't have to be perfect is kind of the message there, right? Emphasis on texture rather than pattern. So a little bit of both, doesn't have to always be just a pattern look. Simplified forms with organic imperfections, right? A little bit like the Japanese style that's coming in a little bit, being okay not to be perfect. Next, Heritage Futurism. The style essence of Heritage Futurism celebrates cultural traditions through a contemporary lens, creating a bridge between past and future. This style has emerged from our increasingly global perspective and multicultural society. Its rising popularity reflects a desire to maintain cultural connections while embracing innovation, particularly resonant for younger generations seeking to honor their heritage while expressing their contemporary identity. Some of the defining characteristics: traditional patterns and motifs reimagined in contemporary applications, cultural heritage celebrated through modern materials and techniques, traditional craftsmanship techniques applied in modern form. Again, often the theme here we're seeing take something old, twist it, make it a little bit new with our own take on it kind of thing. And the last one I want to talk about today is adaptive luxury. Okay, adaptive luxury is redefining luxury as an intelligent adaptability rather than ostentation, right? This forward-thinking style emerged from changing work pattern and living arrangement, particularly accelerated by the pandemic. It's interesting how much the pandemic is affecting home style and renovation and that kind of thing, but it's really there for sure. Its growing popularity reflects our evolving definition of luxury from a conspicuous consumption model of the 80s and 90s, to a more thoughtful design that enhances daily life while adapting to our changing needs and the world changing around us, offering both beauty and unprecedented functionality. This is, to me, one of the most important things is that functionality piece, is how well does it work, right? You can dress it any way you want, but does it work well for our needs, your needs? Some of the defining characteristics: multifunctional spaces that change with daily needs. I'm working out over here. I'm working here. I'm prepping food here. We're having a family gathering here. We're playing a game here. Those kind of things in this multifunctional space. A smart technology integrated seamlessly into beautiful design. Obviously, that's becoming more and more of a thing, is how can we integrate technology? But one of the most important things is we all know how quick technology evolves and changes. How well can we integrate new technology into the space without having to reinvent the wheel? So that sort of open-ended architecture, if you will, to bring in new technology components to the space without having to tear it all up or reinvent the wheel. Other things: movable elements that reconfigure space easily. Walls like the Japanese style, shoji screens, things like that, furniture pieces. Luxury defined by craftsmanship and adaptability. So again, luxury, craftsmanship, adaptability, those things are all sort of a theme through all of these different styles, and now it's just a matter of finding one that you like. The design landscape of 2025 offers something for everyone. What unites these diverse styles is a focus on authenticity, craftsmanship, flexibility, and connection to nature and to our cultural heritage and to our own changing needs. The most enduring trends will likely be those that prioritize adaptability, right? We talked about that, and connection to nature, as these respond to fundamental human needs rather than merely aesthetic preferences. If you're ready to bring some of these 2025 and 26 and on future design trends into your home, at Armada Design and Build, we specialize in forward-thinking design that balances innovation with timeless principles. Contact us today for a consultation. We will work with you, our design team, our staff, to find the right balance of any of these styles that you like that we talked about, or others that are out there. This isn't the exclusive list of styles, but this is kind of the trending list. But we'll find your style and what fits you with your budget. And we can create a space that's just not trend on trend, but truly reflects you and how you live, not only for today, but for tomorrow. We call it future proofing. We want it to work today, and we want it to work down the road. So thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate your time. Hit the like button, leave us a comment down below, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you.